All right, here you go. The joke. I happen to like this. Most of my jokes are right from my life. They would have to be. You can't make this crap up. So I am inside, when I look at myself in a mirror, I don't see myself as a 25-year-old, but I don't see myself as how other people see me, which is as an older person. The young elderly, I think we're called. I don't know what we're called, but they don't see what I see. And a clue is when I get on the subway and I'm always offered a seat. That's number one clue. And I can tell you if there's another older woman there, I don't care if she has a walker and 2 canes, if I got the seat first, fuck her, let someone get it. I'm grateful for that seat. So I'm coming back from my very toxic job in the South Bronx, and I have an hour-and-a-half joyous ride on the number 2 train. And I'm sitting in my very dark space, and I'm sitting next to this kind of happy Hispanic woman. Wish I could do a Spanish accent, it would work so well, but I can't, so the hell with it. And she wants to have a conversation. I thought, okay, anything to make the time pass. This trip takes an hour-and-a-half. It's a horror show. She turns to me and she said, "You must be so happy now that you're retired." Oh. What makes you think I'm happy about anything, number one? And I'm not retired. You're not retired. Oh my God. God bless you. That is so wonderful. That is just God bless you that you're not. What God bless me? What, did I find a cure for cancer? Don't God bless me. All I did was make bad choices about money and men. That was why I'm still working, for Christ's sake. So I have to get out for now and see if there's an active third rail at the next stop. Because what little self-esteem I had, I just basically, it's gone. So that was a joke. Now even dying is a pain in the ass because you have to do all this paperwork. That's why I got out of social work, mainly. I don't like paperwork. I'm not good at it. I don't want to do this stuff. It used to be, you died, they wrap you in a shroud, they put you in the ground, they cry, they grieve, they beat their breasts, and they go on with their life. Life is a circle. That is the way it is. Now, please, dear God, you have to pay money to do this. You need a will. You need a healthcare proxy. And I don't have anything for what? You take the cat, take him now, way before I die. Get him out of my sight, that disgusting animal. But, here's the other one I forgot. See, I knew it was going to happen. I'm going to tell it now. Now you may say, maybe the one it wasn't worth the last one. But, too bad. Now, this is another thing about men. If I bring a man home and he doesn't tell me he's on Cialis, the 3.5-hour erection might be a clue, but he'll be alone for at least 3 of those hours. But if 3.5 hours of having sex at this point in life, you'd be calling the fire department. There's a vagina fire in 22nd Street. God help me, God help me. So, he doesn't tell me, and I let him stay over because the poor bastard was exhausted. And in the middle of the night, I hear, And I thought, oh, big deal, it's the cat. She's puking on the pillow again. And then I remembered, I don't have the cat anymore. Worth it. Okay, so then you have to, go back into the subject of the paperwork and the dying and the death and the taking and the whatever. Then you have to get someone if you need the plug pulled. Now, it's not easy to ask someone to do this, but if you get a close friend and you ask them, and make sure you ask someone who is not passive aggressive or indecisive. Be very careful who you choose. It's an important last moment of your life. I also, then you have to see, if I'm going to be cremated because I'm socially, politically conscious about our land, and also I don't want to be underground. So I saw too many horror movies where they were still alive. So but then who's going to get my ashes? I mean, you know, you foist your ashes on usually someone in the family, a kid, a husband, a sister, brother. I don't have that. You know, so basically one of my friends is going to be the lucky recipient. And I'm just going to tell them beforehand, just keep your eyes open for a special UPS delivery. And then not only do you do that, but you have a demand about where they should be scattered. You know, most people, they want something very beautiful, or they would like it to be someplace that they're very comfortable. They spent a lot of their living days on Earth there. Well, I mean, my choice would be they can't, number one, they can't have my ashes on the bed watching television because they're going to rent the lunch. So my second choice would be, I would like you to scatter me in front of the dessert section of Whole Foods. Preferably when the red velvet cake is in. You know, heaven and hell, I don't particularly believe in it, but I could fantasize a little bit. You know, I could at least have a fantasy. I don't have to fantasize about hell. I've worked for social work agencies. Don't need that. But heaven, now that's a nice fantasy, because it would be very pretty, and it would just smell good, and it'd be those, you know, the clouds that you never see a heaven somehow. As you kind of walk through eternity, I would run into the mall, and it would be one of them. They would even have a place for the animals. They call it the rainbow. You go over something, the rainbow connection. I don't know what it is, but they would be there. Most of them would be my animals, and that miserable Pudgy would not interest me at all. But the rest of them would just be, everybody would just be. And it would be good. And then I know I would run into my parents. And that would be wonderful. Wonderful. Despite the dysfunction, despite the craziness, to be able to say to them what I couldn't say when they were here. And I know I would thank them for everything they didn't do. They did so much for me. They gave me so much support and so much opportunity. They gave me the art of Jewish sarcasm. They gave me life. And for that, I thank them, and I thank you for being here.